Okay, today's quick fire video is going to be how you can create a dispenser, which is the ability to sell one of your tokens. Um, Again, dispensers are like a vending machine. They send out tokens based on money being put into it. Um, I'm basing today's article on how to create a counterparty asset dispenser on xchain.io. I'll put a link to this and it basically walks you through all of the steps. Go back to Free Wallet. So this is using the desktop version of Free Wallet, which you'd have to download and install. And inside of this wallet, I've created some assets. So in this case here, I'm going to use the Poochie Jaws, and I have 6 of them, and I'm going to want to create a dispenser to be able to make those for sale. So what you do, first thing is we need to create an address. We don't want to create a dispenser on this address, so we go up to the QR code and we're going to click on that button. We're going to say change address just to bring up the dialog. There's different types of addresses. You have all of them. Basically, there's normal and SegWit are created when you first create a wallet, and then you have imported hardware and watch. Just going to put it on normal for now. And again, you can see that there's a list of addresses that are created when you first create your counterparty wallet. I'm going to go to options. I'm going to say I want to add a new normal address. At this point here, it says you've added address 1LL94. I'm going to double click that and copy that. I'm going to need that for the next step. Saying it's been added to my wallet. If I then scroll down, and at the bottom you can see address 13 is 1LL9. Okay, I'm going to say OK. I'm going to right click on Poochie Jaws, and it brings up a create a Poochie Jaws dispenser. I'm going to select that. The source is from the wallet that created the token, but the dispenser, I'm going to select that and paste in the 1LL94. This is that new address that I want to use. Token name is Poochie Jaws. You would be able to select other ones in your wallet. There's 6 of them that are available. I'm going to put 3 of them up for sale. And every time someone sends in zero point 0.1 BTC, which is a ridiculous amount, I'm going to give them one of these tokens. Typically people sometimes will have this set at a lower amount, and then after every so many sold, they'll increase the price to try and get a fair distribution. I'm then going to say create dispenser. Here you'll get the warning that basically says, do not create a dispenser on an address you commonly use. You can lose funds, and that's why we want to create a new address each time. Are you sure you want to continue setting it up? We do. It's a confirmation that says that we're going to escrow, so we're going to take 3 of the Poochie Jaws out of this wallet, put it into a dispenser, and anytime someone sends in 0.1 or multitudes of that, 0.2, we're going to send 1 Poochie Jaws. So if I send in 0.2, I would get 2 Poochie Jaws sent to me. Again, completely decentralized in that sense that I'm putting them there and I have no control once the dispenser is active until I close it. Your dispenser transaction should be sent. Again, this can take time to propagate for this to happen. So what I've done here is I've done an edit, and the edit basically is to wait for these to propagate. So if you look down here under Poochie Jaws, you can see that this number is now 3 instead of 6. That's because 3 of them have been put onto that dispenser for the address that we created. To be able to see that dispenser, we go up to addresses, we say change new address, normal, scroll to the bottom, and then we want to double click. When we do that, it will switch the free wallet to point to that address. It takes a second sometimes, but you can see that there's no BTC in this account. This is the empty account. I'm going to click on dispensers, and we can see that there is a dispenser there. So this is Poochie Jaws. 3 of them are escrowed. The give amount is 1. There's 3 of them left to be sent. And the status is open. Under this account, I could say that I want to close that. At this point, it's going to be 72 cents and send a priority. The problem I have in this case here is that I have no BTC. So I would send in a small amount of BTC to be able to close that dispenser. So I'll go back to change address. Just wanted to highlight a couple other things. So under the Poochie JAWS, if we click and go to XChain, so again from here you can click and see the dispenser that's available. And this is basically the link, this one here, that you would normally click out and mark it, and people understand that the amount that they're going to get. The other thing I want to highlight is that because on XChain, everything being done on the blockchain, you can see all of the dispensers that have been created in real time, more or less, as the blocks are done. So down here you can see I did a Hamley test before this. There's a Poochie JAWS. There are people that are going to watch for dispensers to be set up. You can create watch lists and they'll try and snipe some of the supply. Again, you can look here and you can see all of the sends that are being done. You can see all of the dividends and issuances that are being done. So again, just here you can see the Hamley tests that I sent, 5 of them when I created new 5 for some of the tests that we were doing. So just something to be aware of, that when you create a dispenser and you haven't marketed it, there is a chance that once it's on the chain and live, people may start buying from it.